12-run first over can't be of comfort to Nepal, having to just defend only a paltry 94. Kushum Goda, the right-arm medium pacer. She's got to be accurate from the word go. Can't afford to bowl loose deliveries. No looseness for her. Back of a length. I think that's one way to go.
Yeah, good way to start. She's playing her first game. Kusum got an opportunity today in place of Krishma Gurung. Indian batters looking comfortable, confident.
Trisha hoiks it away. It's up in the air. It's falling in safe areas and a couple of runs. Too short and too comfortable for the batter to put away.
Especially with this pace, you cannot be bowling this length. Kusum, medium pacer. She needs to pitch it up. It's cloudy conditions. The ball might do something, but too short there. And Trisha wasn't on it pretty quickly.
Only thing the Indians would be hoping is that very threatening dark cloud stays away. It's cut away, stopped at point, cover point. Yeah, and just a reminder, you need to play out at least 5 overs per inning. So they need to finish the 5 overs to make a game of it, if the rains come.
Yeah. This was again short, but straight to the fielder this time. Desperate throw there from Nepal. Yes, the 5 overs need to be completed to constitute the match.
Wide and head away. Thankfully they have some cover in the deep. It's been pretty much all short pitch deliveries. Needs to pitch it up, even give the ball a chance to move about a bit because of the overhead conditions.
Absolutely, the length is not there. Kusum playing her first game. She needs to adjust pretty quickly to the conditions. It will help her and the team more if she's bowling a bit fuller. And the left and right hand combination again testing Nepal. They are taking their sweet time.
Don't blame them. Look at the packed offside field for the left-hander. Can't afford to err in line. It's got to be on or about the off or outside the off stump. At an angle, that would be perfect. Pretty much a little straighter, but there is protection, those two on the onside.
And that's a better length. We have been talking about the short delivery. This one was better. Only 3 fielders on the leg side. And Kamalini, she has been in brilliant form. She was brilliant in the last game for India. 44 not out.
No, Kusum has done well so far. Just the 3 runs. Can he finish? Can she finish it on a high? She does. Well done. Bowling to his to her field. Beg your pardon. 2 overs done. 15 without loss. It's difficult sometimes. Just saw the batting coach, I think, of India. They're quite happy with what has transpired so far. But a good over, the last one. Pooja needs to bowl a better over than she did in the first. I can trust her to do that. Just hoping that the thing that you mentioned earlier, Sana, back to that in a second, is tiredness, maybe. Again, evidence of that.
Yeah, all she has to do is pitch it a bit on the offside. She has been straying on the leg side a bit more. Now the weather getting better for the fielding side, as I must say, not the batting side. A cloud cover there. They might be able to extract a bit more movement. in better fielding conditions as well.
Into the third over. The ground staff are walking around rather threateningly when they can sense the rain coming. There it is. Oh, ominous clouds. You want to go through these overs very quickly. The Indians want to do that. The Nepali players would like to take as much time as possible.
And elbow, full face of the bat in the head position. Under 19 still.
Yeah, that's the point. And producing these shots, marvelous. And when she's on the back foot, she's comfortable to just tap it away. Shows respect to a decent delivery. And that is the good mix you want to have as an opening, a top order batter.
And this partnership between these two looking so good. 24 of 16.
Different emotions for the two teams with regard to things overhead. Nepal desperately hoping that the rain comes down and there's a thunderstorm to stop the game before the fifth over. India want it to be completed.
I do feel Nepal would also want to play more because they don't get enough cricket against big teams. So maybe they would be looking forward to having more opportunity to express themselves.
Yeah, they can sense it, getting the covers ready. And that is over the top. What about that shot too? We've seen some delightful shots that's racing away to the boundary.
And that's one of the most difficult shots, inside out. After 3 overs, India 28 for naught.
I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I play the part, I do it all. You know the game, I got the game, doing this wrong is my legacy. My chain, I reign with my energy. Get out the game.
Watch Australian Open. Starts Sunday, 12th January, live on Sony Sports Network.
Cricket can be such a great leveler, as we all say. Pooja Mahato, the player of the match in the last game, with emphatic performance with the bat and the ball. It's gone for 25 runs in 2 overs. Exceptional. Kushum has done well. Carries on bowling a tidy line and length.
Especially to the left-hander, she has been more impressive because when you talk about the offside field, all the field except the third is inside the circle, and she has not let the batter pierce that gap. She's taking the ball away from the left-hander.
Hello. Umpire's having a little bit of a chat. There's lightning in the distance, which might be dangerous for the players. I think they've got to decide whether they want to carry on. Oh, you can see the lightning in the distance. And they've got to come out, come back in. Don't want to risk the players. You can see the wind has picked up, it's blown that umbrella over. Scurry and hurry. Come on, girls, get out of there quickly. The covers are coming on. Very, very sad that the weather has interrupted this charge by India in the fourth over. They're 28 without loss, but I'm afraid it's looking rather ominous and dangerous for the players. So umpires wisely deciding to come off.
Good, sensible decision. As the wind increases, it can become very dangerous.
The covers getting blown all over. It's going to be difficult to settle them down. The whole bunch of those unsung heroes, the groundspersons, doing a grand job. Don't always credit them with the efforts they put on, even after or before the match. A lot of activity going around preparing the match, and situations like this, how quickly, how alert they were in bringing those covers on in a flash.
Absolutely, they have been brilliant. Yesterday, as we talked about, there was rain and only 3 overs were lost because of these groundsmen, the hard work they put in, and the drainage was really good as well. The outfield was still good, but they have to work so hard. Just look at that, how much effort is required to keep those covers down.
Billowing in the wind, they're heavy as it is. I tell you what, Sana, the players have come up off to safety, but those groundspersons are exposed to the conditions. So it's not an easy thing. There is lightning about, there is thunder and lightning, and there's going to be a lot of rain coming through. I hope there's a strong breeze also. Maybe that will be the saving grace and blow the rain away. But at the moment, India will have to wait for that victory. 3.1 overs being bowled, 28 runs. They've gone on a trot, but unfortunately, the weather has intervened. This last match of the group in the Women's Under-19 Asia Cup here in the Bahamas Oval in Klang, Malaysia. Last group match. That's a good sign. Some clear skies beyond those firs.
And this is the inning so far. Trisha off her legs so well, and then Kamilini comes to the party down the ground. An inside out shot from the Indian opener. They have looked in command, played with a lot of dominance, and Pooja had no answers. 25 of 2 overs. Kusum, very economical.
Well, we're going to take a short break. Hopefully the weather clears and there's more cricket, and if there is, we're surely going to ask you to join us very soon. Thank you.
The best teams will lock horns to be the champions of Asia in the Women's Under-19 Asia Cup, live on 10 Cricket.
I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I play the ball, I do it all. Work, work. You know the game, I got the game, doing this work is my legacy. My chain, I reign with my energy. Get out the game.
Watch Australian Open. Starts Sunday, 12th January, live on Sony Sports Network.
UFC Fight O'Clock. Only on Sony Sports Network.
You're watching 10 Cricket.
Welcome to the highlights of the Women's Under-19 Asia Cup Malaysia 2024. This is the Group B match, which is match number 3 between Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. That's the team for Bangladesh with skipper Sumaya Akhtar, and there's another Sumaya Shubona and Nishita. It's going to be an important cog in the wheel, and they've got a good collection of players, mixture of off-spinners, pacers, and a good crop of batters. Sri Lanka did well in the first game, well led by the skipper, and they will try and ensure they get another win. They've got a nicely rounded team with Dahami and Asina, the pacers, and Limansa, one of the important players in the team. All right, it's now time for action. Let's go and join the commentators.
First ball. Short and a little wide outside off stump. Well, if it's nerves, you get them out of the way now.
That's what I'm talking about. That very first delivery, you're not quite sure how it's coming out. Luckily for Rashmika, it was straight. It was short enough.
Well, that's better. Pitched up and it's been taken. What a catch! What a catch at short point. And Rashmika strikes. And the first wicket goes down for Bangladesh.
What a fantastic start for Rashmika and Sri Lanka. And they have to give full credit to the catcher. Have a look at this. It actually moved away, and it was a good catch, that gully. And Bangladesh have one down. And sadly for the opener, without any runs on the board.
Oh, how close was that to the stumps? It's going to run away for 4. Fortune favouring the batter. Eva gets 4, the first boundary of the innings. Oh, that's a misfield. That'll result in 4 more. The bowler's not going to be happy. The fielding captain Manudi is not going to be happy as well. Well, 4 more. That's the second boundary of the innings.
I'm not sure she's got too much control over that delivery. So there's another example of it, short and wide, and got what it deserved.
Well, this gamble's not paying off to give the new ball from the other end to Rashmi. She's been hit for a couple of boundaries in this over, and this was wide outside off.
Yeah, so that was a good shot for a ball that deserved to be hit in exactly the way in which it was done. So
goes leg side, goes big, and this is going to go for 6. What a shot this! The first 6 of the match, and it was struck well.
how quick momentum changes. Eh? What a good shot. Now that's not the worst delivery, but it was a good committed pull shot, sort of a slog sweep that went all the way over the boundary rope for 6. So well done.
Hit in the air and safe over square leg. There are going to be runs here. Oh.